Alright, so after messing with my sound settings and some video settings, I'm going to try this with another replay as well. So this will be my second video now. Hopefully won't look as bad as I had low on the last one. I'm not doing that again, that looked horrible. So this is a 5,000 Koku battle. I play as Jebus, and then there's NoodlesWatson. I kind of like that name. This is a 5,000 Koku battle, so it's kind of biased towards me because I'm rank 8 and this guy's rank 1, so I mean, I'm not proud of this battle. Though I do make some pretty good tactical decisions here. Alright, so I'm over here with 2 Katana Samurai, a Naginata Warrior Monk unit, 2 Matchlock Ashigaru, and a Light Cav unit. I also have my Leadership General. Over here, from what he can see now, he does have a lot that's hidden. He has, I believe, 4 Bow Samurai. Oh no, these are all Bow Ashigaru. Yeah, he's got 4 Bow Ashigaru, a Light Cav. He's got, I think, 2 Yari Ashigaru. He's got a Katana. I'm awfully certain he has another 2 or 3 Katana Samurai. No, I think he has 2. I think he has this one, and he has one hidden over with his bodyguard, which is way over here. So there's a capture point in the middle here. As you can see, increases armor and melee defense. I kind of want that right now, but I'm going to be moving across the water here. He's going to send his attack force at me in 2 sections. He's moving some bows and his general over to the left to guard the entrance to that river, and then he's moving some bows up, protected by a Katana Samurai, through the forest. At this point, I'm deciding what I'm gonna move where. I'm figuring I could probably take out his Katana Samurai fairly easily with my 2 units, so I'm gonna start moving them up, but I'm gonna end up moving them over to the entrance of the river, and I'm moving my Naginata Warrior Monks up to fight with his Katana Samurai. Now, I'm gonna also move 1 Matchlock unit to each flank here, and so I don't know if you saw that he's moving a spear unit, a Yari Ashigaru unit. He's got another bow unit up and back up, and he has now hidden a Light Cav and a it's not gonna be Katana Samurai. So he's firing at my bodyguard, so I'm gonna move him into the forest here, and I'm gonna start moving my Naginata Warrior Monks up. Now, I'm just trying to play some intimidation factor here. Oh, I was unaware that I was getting fired at. Well, they're missing anyway. So I'm gonna move my Katanas up just so that he doesn't try to hit me from the flank, and I'm gonna have these guys in support behind him. So I'm going to start charging in my Naginata Warrior Monks now, here in a second, and I'm moving my Matchlock Ashigaru units up to support them. And I've got my Light Cav still sitting here in the back, but I'm gonna move them around as well. He's gonna move up a bit closer to this workshop here to try to shoot my units while I'm not paying attention. So yeah, I'm going to charge my Naginata Warrior Monks straight into his Bow Ashigaru, and he's gonna throw in his Cav, his swords, and these Yari Ashigaru. And mind you, I have a Leadership General, so my very high morale unit's gonna have even higher morale. So I'm going to move these guys back a little bit to reform them, so they're out of the fire of that. And I'm going to set these guys up, so I'm now taking pot shots off on the side of his army. And I've inspired this unit, because they're going against like 4 other units, so they're insanely outmatched right now. Let's see if I can't get a good close-up of the combat here. Just see if can't watch a good stabbing going on. Pushing that guy back. Oh, yeah, that guy got a good stabbing. Oh, I didn't see the bullets whizzing by overhead. Alright, so oh, well, that's perfect timing. So at this moment in time, I'm gonna charge in my, or at that, I'm gonna charge in my light cav there to wreck the morale of those units. So I'm gonna pull them back now that the morale's kind of messed up. I'm gonna send them around towards his bows here in a little bit. And my Nagano warrior monks are starting to get fatigued from all this running and fighting. So some of his units start routing. I'm going to start moving my matchlocks up to get a better angle because there's kind of a hill in the way, so I have to shoot slightly weird. And he just used his rally feature to bring his units back into combat, so I'm going to negate that with my warrior monks. I'm going to a war cry here in a second to bring their morale back down. I'm going to charge in. Yep, and right as soon as I do that, I'm going to charge into them again with my light cav. At this point, he's going to see that he's starting to lose on this flank, so he's going to feel confident enough to start charging forward towards my katana samurai with his bows. I'm going to move these matchlocks up and start getting even... Let's get some better shots off on them with these, or while these Nagano warrior monks fight with them. So these cav are still hitting these katana samurai on the flank here, and so they're fighting in two different directions and getting shot at. So they're none too happy. And he got to the point where I didn't want him moving those bows any closer so that they could fire at my general, so I'm going to charge my katana samurai towards him while he's focusing moving units back over to this flank because my Nagano warrior monks are charging through. So I'm going to move these guys up. And while this happens, I'm going to pull my light cav back, and I'm going to try to charge it into his bows while this Nagano warrior monk unit finishes up the katana samurai. See, but my warrior monks are getting really fatigued, and they're down to, I think, a quarter strength now. I have to find... Yeah, they're down to 37 men. So they're not happy right now. So they're gonna break here in a second. While I accidentally told my matchlocks to fire at something else, so they're kind of sitting rather close. These light cav didn't do exactly what I wanted them to. They did hit into the bows, but it didn't even really, like, look, it didn't even phase the bows. The bows are still firing. He has them in guard or something, and these guys are gonna get picked off rather easily. So at this point, my katanas, as you see, my Nagano warrior monks just broke. But these katanas are gonna slam into... Oh, that was some random lag right there. So these katanas are going to slam into his bow ashigaru here in a second. I think I'm going to zoom in on these. This gives those guys good stabbing. Alright, so I'm going to move these matchlocks up to have the best possible shot that I can get on his units. So these guys are going to fire at the katana samurai while my light cav charge into the back of them so I can keep them from running into my matchlocks. And as you can see, these bow ashigaru units break fairly fast against my katana samurai. I'm going to start moving this flank up over the hill here. So around the same time that my light cav are going to break, so are his katana samurai. See? They're going to break any moment now. Zoom in on the shot I'm going to take. Oh, wow. I totally missed that. Alright, so at this point, I'm going to move my matchlocks up over top of this hill so that I can get a better angle of fire out on these bows. See these katana Katana Samurai are just cutting down these guys so that they shatter, so that they won't come back. And then I'm moving my matchlock up to try to get some flanking fire. Just trade a couple volleys here. Alright, so I'm gonna target his bodyguard through this Bow Ashigaru unit, but I'm actually not gonna hit any because all the shots are gonna hit the Bow Ashigaru. So he's gonna throw his general back on horseback. And he's going to charge them towards my my Matchlock Ashigaru, but I'm gonna retreat them back, and I'm just gonna wait here until they get close enough or far enough away from the rest of his army, and I'm going to charge my general in. So once he sees his general in combat with mine, which will be just about to get him, and they start breaking, and he abandons hope of killing them, and he charges towards my general, which is probably the decisive maneuver right there. Is that for some reason these guys completely change the way they were standing. So they're going to turn around, and then they're going to fire pot shots into his general, and that's just going to rout the entire bodyguard unit. So they're down to 6 men, and they take off right there. So I'm going to move my general out of the way, because he's charging these katanas forward. And my katana's over here caught up with his Bow Ashigaru while I wasn't looking. So I'm going to start charging my katanas towards this Bow Ashigaru unit, and I'm going to have this Matchlock Ashigaru unit start shooting at them soon. So then I retreat these guys back, and I move my general over here to try to bait him to chase after my general instead. But he's not really going to take the bait, though I am going to wait until I can get behind him, and I'm going to crash into the backs of these Katana Samurai here. And my units are going to stop, they're going to turn around, and they're going to shoot at them, but it's already too late because they're already broken. And then right as soon as that happens, my katanas catch up with their Bow Ashigaru and cut the unit down. Now I'd like to give a good game to, or say good game to Noodles. I can't even remember his name. Noodles, like Wharton or something like that. Something about Noodles. That's all I know. I'm glad to see that we are getting some new people in the Total War community. And like I said, I am not trying to brag or anything about how I played against someone who's rank 1, because they are new to the game. I'm just trying to cast some of my replays to kind of get the hang of this, get everything working out right, and that's just one of the replays I saved. So, I will see you all later in my next video.